guys, it's Connie here from Say It With Simplicity with another Silhouette Studio tutorial. And today I'm in my Silhouette Studio, and over the weekend I created this fun printable that you too can make in Silhouette Studio. And I had to limit my page size here to 8.5 by 11. That's the largest size that my printer can do. But if you saved this in a format where you could take your flash drive or something to a printing place. I mean, I have one that's not too far away from me. And you could have this printed in like a poster or anything you wanted to, as far as size is concerned. And so you're not maybe limited to, the size that you can see here on your screen. I did a poster one time for my son with a photo that he took of, I think it was the eclipse or something, and had it made into a poster through Walgreens. And so, there are places where you could have this printed on a premium paper, and it would be something fun for your wall in the summertime. The other thing you could do with it is you could choose words in your word art, like say for a family reunion, and maybe you're going to have kayaking and swimming and a barbecue and watermelon and lemonade, but you could leave out some of the things like farmers market and change them up for games or fun door prizes, whatever would happen to fit, and then make this into a cute invitation for, sending out for that that family reunion. And so, there's lots of possibilities here with this type of word art, and I kind of just wanted to take you through a little bit of the process that I use for creating this. Now, what I like to do is just type out, let's use this one, hot. Okay, now maybe you don't want hot to be like this, but you want it to be vertical like I did on mine. And so I'm going to double click on that again, and I am going to slide this bar over so that I have vertical. And now when I click on that, I can center those in the middle, and now I can choose like my bold font. I don't want to subject you to a whole bunch of font searching here, but something that you can see that would look cool on your poster. And so let's see, now I want to change that to like my bright orange. And of course I'd take the line color away because right now it's red, getting set up for a cut job. But so this is something that you could do. You can also go here to your text panel, and I'm going to just slide this over here so you can see what I'm doing. But I can take down the character spacing on, let's see, I have to take this bar off first. And now I can take down the character spacing to squeeze that together a little bit. Or line spacing, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry about that. When it's in a line, going horizontally, the character spacing would apply, but because this is vertical now, you have to use the line spacing because each of those letters is on a different line. Okay, and so you get the idea there that you could totally do the vertical style text. I used elements that I found in the Silhouette store, like this lemonade, this arrow, the watermelon. So you can look for those things to go along with the theme that you have in mind. The other thing is when you type out your text, you can do all the words that you want to do and then change them to the type of font that you want. So here you have kind of this bold, fat font. It works good with barbecue. You know, you want to be able to, you know, 4th of July is an important holiday. You want to be able to make it look like it's an important holiday. So choose your texts and your different fonts to relay the message that you want to do, but also to relay the message as far as their appearance is concerned, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The relax here, that was a box put around text. And let me just try that once here. And I'm just going to do this with the default font. My computer's a little bit slow today. So now if I selected all of this and I went to align center, align middle, and now I don't have this the size that I would exactly do it in, but if I take all of this now and I go to make compound path, that sort of knocks out that you know, word so that it's, you know, transparent inside the box. And that's how I got this relax here. And so that's another thing that you can do to just kind of change up, you know, the way things look on your page. This swimming, I went over here to my warp panel and I warped swimming so that it looked like a little bit of a wave there. And so here I copied and pasted and changed the colors and then just sort of laid them one on top of each other. When you're printing this, it's not going to matter that these are two different sets of letters. You know, it'll flatten and in your printer and you'll have that little bit of a backdrop there. So, you know, those are just a few of the things that you can do. I like to use a theme. You know, these are some of my favorite summer things. And, you know, maybe you're not into farmers markets like I am, so you can do something totally different. You know, you could put golf if you wanted to, or anything that, you know, is summer. The other thing is you know, you could do a whole theme built around camping or, you know, just any number of things, race cars or something for your kids, you know, wall art. And so it's just one of those things where, you know, it's a fun thing to play around with and design and, you know, use different colors for. One of the things I like to do, I was trying to get that to shut off there, but if you open the fill panel and you go to your advanced options, you have your RGB codes here, and those are your hex codes for different colors. So now, say I wanted to select this Lazy Days, and let's just go here to this is one of my favorite places to go for different hex codes for colors, and this is called Color Hex or color-hex.com, and you can go and you can find, you know, palettes of different colors that you can use for your word art. So this is just kind of a fun way to get some of this, these different colors. So maybe, you know, here's a bright color that I could maybe use for my lazy days, or maybe for you lazy days are blue, or you know, a different color. And so, but I'm going to show you, whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm going to show you, I copied down a hex code earlier, and I can go to my fill panel, and I can go to my advanced options, and let's see, I'm going to enter my hex code 73, and you can tab through these. And let's see, 34. And so that's a little bit on the dark side. So, you know, whatever color you find that you want to use, you can brighten it up or change it up, depending on, you know, what you want it to look like. So this kind of matches this too much. So I could go back here to my color palettes, and I could find, let's see, let's go to this lime, and I have, you know, 187, 255, and 0. So if I type in 187, 255, 0, and I didn't have my thing selected here. Sorry about that. And that totally changes the appearance of my text. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is what you see on your screen isn't necessarily always the way that it prints out. And so that's something to be careful of when you're designing this. You know, mine didn't look exactly the way I saw it here, but I liked it anyway. And so, you know, just be aware that those colors, those mixed colors especially, you know, your blues and your reds and your primaries are going to be pretty true, but some of these other colors might not be quite as true depending on your screen, you know, rendering. So, you know, it's just something to think about. But isn't this just a fun way to, you know, do a printable or something? And now I have, you could save this and save it in a higher DPI for when you take it to a printer or something like that. But I could send this now to my printer, and I have a laser printer, and now this would print out in this 8.5 by 11 size. You could group all of this, and if you want to make sure that it's totally in the center, you know, you can go to your center, and that moved it a little bit. So that's something to think about also. You know, does it fit your page well? But now it looks like farmers market is not quite where I want it to be. You know, so placement's kind of important here, but you know, put it where it's going to look good, where your margins are going to look good. And you can kind of do that as you're laying it out too. So that's it for today. I hope this was something that was helpful. I mean, give it a try. This would be something fun for your kids to do. One of the sites that I like, you know, for kids is Enchanted Learning, and you can look up summer words. You could look up word art, summer word art printables, or summer subway art printables, and you know, get some ideas of some things that people, you know, have done, and just kind of, you know, play off of it and make it your own. So that's just a really neat way that you can use Silhouette Studio for something besides vinyl or for paper cutting, but to use it as for making printables with. So I hope that you have a great and relaxing summer, and thanks for stopping by today. If you have any comments, I hope that you'll drop them down in the comments below. And if you like this Silhouette Studio tutorial and would like to see more content of this type, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and stay in touch with what's going on at Say It with Simplicity. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.